Welcome back, everybody. Comics and Cold Ones, episode 9. I'm your host tonight, JP. And of course, as always, my sidekick, my partner in crime, Mr. Pope Grimy.
What's up, guys? What's up, YouTube comic book community?
And what's that? We have a special guest with us tonight, a fellow member of the community. Welcome, Miss Katren Figures. How are you doing?
Hello, hi, guys. I'm doing great.
Thank you for coming on with us.
Thanks for having me.
Our first time guest, I guess. I'm trying to come up with the word here. We've had other people, so you know, I love having different YouTubers on with us. We seem to enjoy everyone's company, or maybe it's just the brews that we enjoy. And tonight, that brew is going to be Samuel Adams. You're drinking some Cub juice.
Tito's and lemonade.
Yes, love it.
Drink of champions.
That's out there.
Am I the only person that drinks out of a bottle anymore? Gosh, I got to get with the times. I got to buy a glass.
But I got the special Sam Adams glass that it's specially designed to let all the flavor come up through here.
Oh, damn. All my flavor comes up through here anyways. I don't know how that works. If you tip it, there it is. It met me in the middle.
We will come.
So let's see who we got in the chat so far.
Let's look at the chat. Who's in there?
Man, people have been talking already. You guys got to get different hobbies.
I didn't even look, and I knew Jason Smith was first.
that's like a given, right? Except for I think last week with our Brent Peoples episode, he missed the entire thing.
Yeah, he didn't even care.
He probably almost quit the post office because of that.
Didn't even care.
So we got Eddie the Comic Guy. Cool, good to have you.
What's up, Eddie?
He won a prize from us one episode. I finally got that sent off to him. He was super excited, so I'm glad he got that. He got the Greg Horn signed Wonder Woman book.
Nice.
All right.
Who else we got? We got Great Legend.
Legend.
Gomez.
Gomez.
Mr. Gretzky. You guys know Mr. Gretzky 9966? He's pretty.
The chats.
Yeah, I don't know him personally, but I'm with him in the chats. Yeah.
Oh man, look at that! I got my oldest son is making a sighting all the way in from North Dakota. He got Lethal TV Games. That's my boy. What's up, buddy? That's actually my literal son. Like, I'm not even joking around there. Reviews from the Batcave. Chad, thanks for coming in, guys.
What's up, Chad? How's it going? We got J Rod.
Got a full little chat going already, huh? Dang.
Yeah.
We got the wife who shall not be named.
Yes, she decided to pop in and support the chat tonight. Hazel Dan, you know what? I was going to take a moment here now that Hazel Dan is in the chat. Hazel Dan 1216. So today I get this lovely package in the mail. A couple weeks ago there was a Donnie Cates signing over in Austin. And I really wanted to go to the signing, but unfortunately for me,
the summoning.
I wasn't able to get summoned over there. So they were kind enough to get this book signed for me, this is the one here that I wanted. It's The Death of the Inhumans, #1. I just like this cover for, I don't know, it reminds me of like that Daredevil cover where
I love it.
You know, so anyways, so you know, I was like, hey, you know, I appreciate it, whatever. And they're like, no, don't worry about it. We'll send it to you. Well, you know what else? They couldn't just send one. You know, like they're amazing. They're amazing people. You know, my wife and I have been blessed to have them as friends and meet them in real life and everything. And they sent me a Venom #1 signed by Donnie Cates. So I'm just taking a moment to say thank you guys so much. I mean, I know I've texted you and everything, but they sent stuff for my wife. They sent stuff for me. So all in all, it was a really unexpected and thoughtful gift, and I appreciate you guys very, very much for your kindness. So I didn't realize they were going to be in the chat so soon. I was going to save that for later, but hey, I appreciate it. What do we got here?
That's funny.
Anyone else?
Lethal TV and games. Also, my friend sprained an ankle playing Pokemon.
I was just about to say that. I was like, did I read that right? Like,
well, they've been doing
Pokemon Go is dangerous.
They've been doing Pokemon Go and making some Pokemon Go videos on his channel. So if you guys want to pop over and support him, by all means, you'd appreciate it. But that cracks me up. To be young again when you can sprain your ankle playing Pokemon Go.
good Lord.
Um,
I'm glad you said Pokemon Go because I was thinking of like he was like playing like the Pokemon card game. I don't know, got up and like threw the table. Was like, it's rigged.
ow, my ankle. I'm sorry, guys.
No, my dog hated me when that game came out. I'm like, let's go for a walk, Odin.
Oh my gosh. Like 4 miles later, the dog's like being drugged.
He's hiding underneath the bed.
So yeah, anyways, kind of get this party started tonight. I'm going to talk about a random Kickstarter that I discovered today. And hopefully there's people in the chat that will totally get this. And if you don't get it, you should get it and support this Kickstarter. But a few years ago, and I say a few as in 20, maybe 20 years ago. I don't know. I'm 40 now. So I'll say 15 years ago. There is a website called homestarrunner.com. And they have this little character called Strong Bad, and he's like this lucha mask wearing little animated character, and he's always reading emails and stuff, and it's just funny stuff, and it always struck a chord with me as like very humorous and enjoyable. So that being said, one of the characters he created, as in the cartoon character, created another character called Trogdor, which is like a dragon man with a beefy right arm. And he just kind of goes around. They made a video game about it and everything. So the Kickstarter has launched for a Trogdor board game. And I'm 100% excited for this for no other reason than getting to play this game, probably with my kids, screaming, Trogdor! And I've played this in my head 17 times today, just anticipation for this conversation. So anyways, I'm very excited about this Kickstarter. If you guys like board games, if you like dragon guys with arms or dragons with man arms, support the Kickstarter. Oh my goodness.
The usual dudes like, the dragons with dude arms.
So anyways, that was how I wanted to start the show off, and I'm excited. There's so much news tonight and comics to talk about. You guys know this. San Diego Comic-Con kicked off today. Stuff's been rolling in all day long, and I'm like, just pick a few things to talk about. We'll be doing this all night. But there's some exciting stuff, right? So, since you're our guest, Kat, I'll let you talk about what you're most excited for so far.
Oh, so we had a trailer drop today. I think we've all taken the time to watch it by now. Titans.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
So, I wanted to ask you all day today what your thoughts on it. But like I told you, I wanted to get your thoughts raw and real and live and in person for me, because I have shared my thoughts with no one either. So I want to know your thoughts.
Oh, there's things I love and there's things I'm worried about in this trailer. I'm not gonna lie. I would definitely say I'm happier than what I was when I first saw those leaked images. But it just brought more fears to light for me.
So go ahead. What did you like when you saw the trailer?
Hawk and Dove look amazing. Robin, we already knew that he looked amazing, but some of his action sequences are pretty awesome. I'd say the things that I definitely didn't like about the trailer, Robin just killing people to whatever, that's new. I've never known Dick Grayson to just like step on someone's neck for the hell of it, but we're edgy now. And then You know, the manic panic titans, as I now want to call them. You know, they just look like a bunch of teenagers who stepped into Hot Topic and got some dye, and you
That's
know,
exactly what I
they're
thought when I saw
superheroes now.
Right.
it. Wow, Raven just came out of Hot Topic and is mad at the world.
Beast Boy's radioactive.
Yep.
He glows. I've never known him really to glow.
Not even.
Starfire. God, Starfire, that hair. I can't get over how bad that hair is.
But my favorite thing when I watched it was Hawk and Dove. Every time I watched it like 3 times, and I was like, I wish they would have showed more Hawk and Dove because their costumes were freaking awesome. Like, and then I think my biggest issue of the thing is Raven. Like, I'm a huge Raven fan, and like, she just seems like she's being like a crybaby. I mean, just like seeing the trailers, it was just kind of, I don't know.
We're just like 10.
Her just screaming through the whole entire time. Stop screaming. And I wish I would stop seeing like the black drip coming down on people's eyes. I was like, I'm a Supernatural fan. I've seen it 100 times. I don't need any more black contacts. I'm good.
Yeah, it's I mean, for me, my biggest my moment of happiness was the fuck Batman. I think everyone would probably agree that was like I was unexpected, you know, because well, so was the murdering, but that was kind of set the tone, right? You're like, oh, okay, this is what we're gonna get for Robin, and then it's like they put all their money into that costume. That, I mean, literally, it's like, let's put all of our budget into Robin, and the rest will just kind of fall into place with some shit we have left in the corners of the building.
Basically, we have 3 great costumes, and then we've got 3 ones that were just kind of left over. And they're like, well, here's Hot Topic. Pick some stuff off the rack and dye your hair, and let's go.
That's all experience right now.
I think
all my budget went into Starfire's hair.
definitely the CGI, but I mean, I thought Beast Boy was just looked terrible.
Yeah,
I really did. Like, that was like I mean, even having seen the leak stuff, I know we haven't really talked about that stuff because it's not what we do really, but the Starfire stuff, I knew that there had to be something more than what that leaked photo was. You know, I figured they would add in something to make her look Starfire-ish, but that's a whole lot of mess up to try and cover up with CGI. So
her powers look cool though.
They did, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm curious though. I'm excited for the DC universe. I mean, overall, you know, kind of, we can segue just a moment into Stargirl being announced as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for that. So this DC Universe channel or subscription service, whatever, if you're not signed up for it yet, I believe right now they're just offering a yearly subscription, but I believe it's going to be a monthly as well, or at least have a monthly option. So
they also have rates posted. It's going to be, what is it, like $75 versus like $8 a month?
Yeah, it's $75 right now if you do it for the whole year. Plus, you get 3 extra episodes, I think it said, with the yearly package. So
I think the funniest thing I saw about the Titans was like one of the sites I was like watching the Titans. There was like someone made a comment about like, damn, like the Dark Knight movies really made you guys think about some stuff because of everything being so dark. And then one of the like guys from WB like commented right under his comment, were like, I love those movies.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to read too much into the Stargirl announcement. Did you, either one of you guys, get a chance to read what it entails?
Honestly, I saw it right before coming on here.
Yeah, it just
I'm excited. I'm wondering, are we going to see some of Starman on? Are we going to see some JLA on there? Are we going to see some Stars and Stripes on there?
Right.
Is it just going to be her? I'm excited.
Read up. Maybe if anyone in the chat has had a chance to see the article, and maybe you guys can let us know what your thoughts are. I mean, everyone seems to like the F Batman thing, so that's cool. something about the angry kid in us that we just want to yell at our father. Fuck Batman!
I'm taking the cape off.
Okay, he throws the R. We're all good. It pierced the wall.
Yeah, that was. I mean, he's definitely sold it there. I think that was his segue into. Oh, I'm no longer Robin. I'm Nightwing.
I love the fact that he starts beating up the bad guys and like, where's Batman? Do you really want Batman to show up? If I'm a bad guy, I don't want Batman to show up. I'd rather deal with Robin.
Yeah, that was a really weird comment to make. Ass kicked and people are getting shot around you, and you're like, where the hell's Batman at?
Well, I think some of the
I didn't commit this crime to get my ass kicked by some like sidekick. Like, I want Batman, damn it.
I want the main dish if I'm going to get freaking food poisoning. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. We got some people in the chat that says, Comics with Bueller says, Katren and Pope, it's good to see you both.
Hi, Bueller.
What else we got? Brandon Stawinski changed his name to Brandon Stawinski Comics. In case you guys didn't notice that. I did.
I did.
TJ Watson's in the chat. If we missed that earlier, I don't remember.
No, I was about to bring him up because he's one of he's like, the fuck Batman is what got me on board.
Comics with Bueller wants to know, what is our drink of choice tonight? Well, I got Samuel Adams and Boston Lager. Boston Lager. That's what I got here. Some Boston Lager.
Balag.
Catron's rocking some Tito's and apple juice. Just kidding.
Lemonade.
I know my boy Pope has got to have some good old Sam Adams as well.
Yep, that's what I'm drinking.
Got lots of good stuff, man. Lots of good news coming out. Gosh, I could go on here. I know. I guess since we're in the DC world, I can talk a little bit. I saw that they're going to be launching a Batwoman CW show, so that shall be interesting. Again, I didn't read up to see if it's going to, Kane or whatever her name is.
It's going to be Kate Kane.
Yeah, Kate Kane's that her name?
Yeah.
Go out and get those week 7s and 11s.
Yeah, no kidding. For those who don't know what that means, that was his spec play of the week. We got hey Mark, is that your Mark? Is he drinking whiskey?
Yes.
What's up,
yeah, that's cameraman Mark.
Cameraman Mark drinking whiskey.
What's up, Mark?
Mr. Rigor Mortis is in the chat. Thanks for stopping over, man. We were just talking on the phone before I sent you guys this link. He's a good guy, Mr. Riggs, man. Always got love for that guy. He's one of I've made so many friends in this like YouTube community that I'm not gonna get all sappy this show. We already did that one show, but seriously, I just enjoy the camaraderie that we have built in this community and stuff. And he's just one of those. He's just a good dude. So I always appreciate the support. Come out and hang out with us. Drink whatever you're drinking while we drink what we're drinking.
Has anything leaked out for the Batwoman series? Like, has there been trailers or like?
Not that I've seen.
No, I just saw I have an email like every 5 minutes that comes from whatever news source, Newsarama, comic book, whatever it is. It's like if you went through my email, you'd be like, "Good Lord, do you know anything like comic book related news?" And the answer would be no. But I have no idea what the latest Donald Trump comment was because I don't care. I care about comic book. So,
the important stuff. You've got this.
Yeah. No one
That's
can
about
that man's mouth, so it doesn't matter.
Let me take the time right now, to let everybody know, the last, Miss Hustle and, Gene Paul, I'm sending your stuff out, either to probably tomorrow. So I'm going to get we're going to give away stuff tonight, or at least I'll give away something tonight. And tomorrow I will send out your stuff. So your books will be on their way, I swear to God. I just had a tremendous amount of like shit just happened.
Your books might come water damaged, but don't worry about it. It'll press out fine.
Oh man.
That's good stuff, man. Well, I mean, it's not good. I feel really sad for you, but at the same time, you know, it's funny in a way, but not funny in a way. Like I'm an asshole right now. I realize that.
Asshole. No, it was funny because like you were talking about my kid, and I was like, yeah, he's swimming, and I was like, wait a minute, because I was texting him. I had to back up and be like, not in the apartment.
Well, I was like, I could just see him upstairs, you know, waterlogged in the bathtub while all your shit's getting soaked, and you're like, yeah, he's fine. He's got pizza and hot dogs swimming in the bathtub. But it's all good, man. Got to get that flood insurance, you know. We'll see if we can get a sponsorship or a partnership with a flood insurance company, and you know, we'll promote that next. How to protect your comic books in case of
everything. We're gonna get sponsored by Sam Adams. We're gonna get sponsored by like I guess Eber, so we can get some Mylars, and then like we gotta get sponsored by
some space bags to vacuum seal. You know, keep it all locked in.
Well,
I mean, the outside of the bag's going to be all moldy and gross, but the inside's just comic goodness.
Yeah, that's the important stuff, you know. And then hopefully we'll have you on again. Eventually, we'll get a sponsorship from a local botanist. And
I'm going to move to Colorado.
Anybody need plants? I got a guy.
She might know someone who sells plants.
Knows a guy. Knows a guy. Who knows some plants.
You got Chuckload of comics.
Avenger in the chat and Mr. Silver Age Dave.
Did you say Bat Avenger?
Yep, the Bat Avenger is here.
Yeah.
And you're still sitting down?
I'm sorry. Oh, you're right.
Chuckload of comics just popped in.
Chuckload of comics, man. That's a great couple right there. Those guys, they crack me up. They're funny people. I've had some, at least a couple experiences off air with them and stuff, and they're good people as well. There's lots of good people in this community, so don't take it as if I don't say your name, you're not a good person. I don't mean that at all. There's so many good people. Like,
oh, let me stop. Since Bad Avenger just hopped in, it just reminded me. He has started an experiment like from a year ago, where he like took a raw copy of a book and put it in a window, and then he put like a regular poly bag in the window, and then he took a Mylar and put it in the window. All the same exact comic, and he left it in the window all year round so we could see like the effects of
natural light.
Yeah, well, that, and to see just how much like the poly bag and the Mylar will protect comic books from sunlight.
Is there a video for the result yet? I'm curious.
His results, I think he's going to do a video on Monday. So
oh, sweet. I'll definitely have to watch that. That's
going to be cool. Very cool.
Man, Kat, you got like a fan club in the chat. What's up, Silver Age Dave?
Silver's good people.
Right? That's awesome. So what else were we going to talk about tonight? We got the TV shows kind of out of the way. We got some books I read. You guys read some books.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you guys start off if you want to talk about something that you read.
All right.
Go ahead.
Anybody read Batman 51? So basically, we're not going to handle what happened after the wedding yet. Bruce Wayne decides he's going on jury duty in this. Because, you know, rich guys can't just get out of jury duty. They do it, apparently. And it's actually a Mr. Freeze case that Batman was involved in. And while he's on jury duty, Dick has to take up the mantle of being Batman. So that's pretty cool.
Didn't he do that before?
Yeah.
So it's second nature to him.
But it goes on, and it's like maybe Mr. Freeze actually did it, maybe he didn't. You know, so Bruce actually likes jury duty, apparently. I did it once and it sucked.
Well, probably because
About that. Because I can always see now, like, with all the shit happening in my life, like, I'm going to get a fucking letter in the mail. And be like, damn it!
I tried very hard to get out of it.
if you were a multi-billionaire crime fighter, you would like jury duty too, because you're still rich. You don't miss out. You don't get $9 an hour.
Thank you, Pauly Shore.
Gene, go.
Thank you so much for that small paycheck that you guys got that I just lost out on my real job from. Cool.
I know.
I hope I never get jury duty. Just want to say that out so the universe knows.
You get to sit in this really fun room for a while. Get told to sit down and be quiet. That's a lot of fun.
Eddie the comic guy said that he got to do jury duty once and condemn a man to prison.
And the great legend says, we all love Jason.
We all love what?
Jason.
Go away.
Everyone loves Jason. Especially the Postal Service.
I'm hoping my better half shows up to take this cat away.
Yeah. Go on hiatus. Did he abandon the ship?
He's in the other room, but Gene is right here.
Is he just standing like over by the door, like drinking his whiskey, staring at you? Like, yeah.
Yeah. Just take her. Just take her.
Pope Cerebus the First is in the chat. What's up, Pope C? He said he did not read the verdict.
You're a bandit.
What that means?
Like middle book grade?
No, she just cut me.
You need duct tape?
No.
No duct tape.
You have an infection? Do you need medical?
No, she has her claws.
Pour Tito's on it, you're fine.
Drink some more Tito's. You won't feel a thing.
You'll be fine. Oh my gosh. Said Pope Cerebus said he just held a Daredevil #1 3.0. Jeez. That's pretty sweet. That's one of my books.
That's awesome.
Like I'm not like I really to say it. It's one of those like big boy books that if I ever got a chance, I would probably pick Daredevil over a lot of big boy books. You know, I mean, not really for any particular reason other than it's not like the most sought after. Does that make sense? Like you don't hear about it as much, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Is opposed to like Action #1. I mean, even homeless people know what Action #1 is. You know, like everyone's heard of it at some point in their lifetime at this point. So if someone said, "Hey, you heard of that Daredevil #1?" People are probably going to be like, it's about a blind lawyer that fights crime. Oh, okay. But, you know, I don't know. It's just one of those, like, it's just not, oh my gosh, cat scratch fever.
She's got her shots. We're good.
No, I think the craziest thing that, like, well, there's two comics that I held in my hand. And it was 2 times that I was debating whether or not I wanted to be that loyal to my local comic book shop. The first one was he had the X-Men #1. So I was just holding it. You know, it was a low, really nice. Nice. And I was like, man, I'm thinking about running out of your shop and never coming back. But the biggest one is like earlier this year, he got like a 9.7 Incredible Hulk 181, and he put it in my hands, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna run. Like it's a 9.7. Like I'm gone.
I don't think that's possible.
My baby is
I didn't run.
Batman 181.
What's that?
My baby was my Batman 181.
Yeah.
And I got that the first time. Super low grade, but it's fine.
I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, especially when you get into like the bigger books and stuff, it's you know, I'm never going to have certain things in a 9.8 or 9.6 or whatever. So, you know, it's just, I'd be happy with a pretty decent mid-grade of a lot of books. Chuckload says he likes giving comics to the homeless. Seriously? I think that's awesome. You know, they need to read too, keep their minds fresh in case something comes up and they need to think fast. Or like car. So Eddie says that why the Last Man #1 is his big boy book right now. He's on the hunt. What's up, Exile States? Welcome to the always add an S, man. Exile State Comics. Let's try that in English this time. My bad. But yeah, I don't know. Like, what if I had to? I would love to get Saga #1. I think at some point that's probably one of my. Just because I mean, I've read. I was so late to that party. So when I first got into Saga, it was through trade, anyways. So the story, you know,
that's the same for me.
Hmm?
That was the same for me. I got into it late, but I love reading the trade backs. That's one of Images is like, man, the story is just so good. You know, East to West.
I enjoy this as well. I picked up the volume 1 a few months ago.
But lucky with that, I do have like issues of that. So, but I mean, like Saga. I mean, like, good Lord, that's what a great book.
It really is. It's probably one of my favorite storylines, maybe of all time, personally. Just for what I like, and when I read books or watch TV, like for me, my favorite TV show of all time was Firefly. It's just one of those things that hit on like every cylinder, and like Saga kind of reminds me a little bit of like that, and not, you get what I'm saying, like just as far as like it touches on everything that I like to read or I'm interested in. I mean, if it had a babe with a blade, it'd be the perfect thing ever written.
So Buffy.
Yeah. Kind of. Well, I never got into Buffy so much, but you know, I understand why people did. It's just like when I first found Firefly, I was just like, oh my gosh, like why is this not still going on? How could they cancel something this amazing? And then oh yeah, I like it. That's why. What's up?
Yeah, I found out about Firefly really, really late in the game. Like someone showed it to me, and I watched it, and I was like, "When's the rest of it coming out?" And they're like, "No, it's over, dude." I was like, "What?" So like, there's like a little movie that you did, but like that's it. I was just like, "Oh."
Yeah, that was a trend for a while. Remember they were doing all those movies to wrap up TV shows, like Sex and the City and things of that nature.
No.
Not that I ever watched that.
Yeah, you did.
Just saying, it was a thing that happened. But you know what? I will. So growing up here in East Texas, where we live very rural. How do you say it? Rural. I lived in the So where I grew up, we got like 2 TV stations. So I've seen every episode of Golden Girls at least 100 times, you know? And I'm not even exaggerating. Like, I would stay up late every night, and that was like the only channel. It was like that or like news. And I'm like, Golden Girls for the win again. Come on. Come on, B. Arthur. Let's do this.
All right. Now, serious question. Which one's your favorite?
Now, cosmetically or character-wise?
Like, you don't have to
Wow.
I think.
Which one? Okay, which one would you rather hang out with?
Probably Sophie.
Okay.
Just because she was a spunky old lady, and I found her humor was like on par with something I was, you know, would have enjoyed hanging out with. But the old Southern, you know, sexiness was also a big deal for me as a teenage boy. But anyways, yeah, that was my nowhere on my list of Golden Girls happened to be on. Oh my gosh.
Just blame it on the cold ones. Blame it on the cold ones.
You know what's amazing though? Like someone just kind of mentioned this, but like Betty White is just still going, and I love that so much because I know the day that she passes is going to be a very traumatic day for me and Deadpool. So, you know, I'll definitely be drinking that night and every night.
Yeah. Oh, Spidey fan just popped in the chat.
Oh my gosh, Spidey fan sighting. What's up, buddy? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Legend says Betty White all day, every day, or all day, every night.
I think my favorite thing with Betty White was Lake Placid.
Yes.
Feeding that alligator. I was just like, yes.
She's been in so many random roles. Like, I mean, her career has spanned literally a lifetime. You know, I don't know how young she was when she got into acting, but good Lord. Yeah, Blanche, that's my girl right there. Blanche was the one that could talk me into anything. I'll never forget this one episode, like when she was talking about, she was trying to be all sexy. Like I don't know why I'm talking about girls, but whatever. And she talks about it. She's like, she was trying to like seduce this guy, and she's like, I'm gonna go run myself a bathtub of water and lay in it, so it's just enough to cover my bosoms. And the other lady's like, oh, so you're gonna lay in 2 inches of water? And it's always like stuck with me forever. That was so funny. I don't know why, but as a young man, I found that hilarious. The humor. That was a good show. I had a good run. Now they're all dead, except for Betty White.
What's up, Roman Curtis?
Roman Curtis in the house. Man, we got the whole crew tonight.
Yeah.
We got the usual crew. Love it. You know who we're missing tonight? Tacoma Comics. That's who I haven't seen yet.
He might sneak in here. Usually he like pops in like a little bit later.
Yeah, later guy. I know he missed the one show. He messaged me about it. So, you know. What got dark?
The night's still young. We're not done with our drinks yet. We're good.
Farley's Nerd Cave. That's a new one for me. Hey, what's up, Farley's Nerd Cave? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, the night is young. Unlike me. You guys are young. This guy's old. But I like it. So, what did you read tonight? I mean, today. Recently.
I read Flash 50. And I also got this awesome Matina cover.
Ooh.
Yeah, I missed out on that.
I feel like there's so much going on with that cover. Like, I think I saw it. I don't know if we talked about it last. I don't think we talked about it last week. But I don't know. It's so busy. It's so Flash.
Yeah, that's what I really liked about that cover, because like it's just like it's, you know, they're all about the Speed Force. So it's kind of like everybody's kind of all mixed up and their faces going in different directions. But it was really good. It was tying up the whole Flash Wars. So I mean, it was pretty. I don't want to ruin too much for it, but I mean, like if you're a Flash fan, definitely pick it up. It's really good. It's definitely one of those, like, you know, I told JP and Katren before we started the show that it's one of those, like, good old hearty, like, we need to band together to take down the enemy, you know, like. But I mean, but it was really, really good, and so I wasn't disappointed.
Poor Man's Comic wants to know if that's Impulse in the top right corner.
Oh, you read it, didn't you, poor man?
I'm guessing that's something I don't know about. I don't know.
Well, on the cover, it is not Impulse.
No?
Nope.
I don't know. I haven't read it. I'm not a Flash guy.
That is a little bit of a spoiler, though.
Spoilers? We don't have spoilers. So I'm going to go about the first book that I read this week. The first book I'm going to talk about was the Infinity Countdown Captain Marvel #1. And obviously, I am a Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel fan. Tried and true. She's like my second favorite Marvel character. So anyways, I read this, I guess I'm assuming it's like a one shot. I guess they're going to do all the different one shots with whoever has the stone. So she has a reality stone. But I don't know the point of these books. Like after reading it, I didn't really get anything out of it where it said, like it's not a must read. It has, I mean, it shows like what she did with Reality Stone, besides whine and cry a lot with it, which is not really like a character trait that I was expecting with her. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I got this cool rock in my pocket, but I should go about and visit all my other selves throughout all the multiverses and say, hey, what should I do? And they all give her advice.
If you don't know what to do, your best idea is to go talk to your other reality self.
Yeah. I mean, I could open up and read some of it to you guys, but I don't think it's necessary. Actually, I don't think it's necessary to read it all for any reason. Like, unless there's some big... I mean, I know they're going to be doing like an Infinity Countdown storyline, right? Like, it's all going to come together. I mean, I don't read Marvel. So. I mean, it's each one shot, I'm guessing, is showing like each character. Like Drax has a stone, and Black Widow has a stone, and who else has a stone? Huh?
Wolverine.
Wolverine has a stone. So they're all getting their stones. I don't know.
Stones.
And maybe there's a bigger picture I'm missing here, and someone can please fill me in that either A, I'm an idiot, or B, there really was no point to it. Hey, what's up, Silver Age Dave? Thanks for stopping in and saying, hey. So I don't know. I really don't know the point of the book, but I mean, just to sit down and flip through some pages and read a comic, it was good. It has one of my favorite characters, but it has a really cool cover by Inyuk Lee. So I'm a big fan of that guy's work. But I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it. If I was going to give it a rating, I would give it a 2-beer rating. 2 cold ones. That's what this is.
Okay.
Mr. Pope didn't give his book a beer rating, did you?
I was about to say, call me out, huh?
That's how I roll. I call out my friends.
Hi, my name is Pope G, and I get called out by JP. I'm going to give Flash 50. I'll give it 3 beers and a shot.
Ooh, 3 beers and a shot. Let's see, I can't hold Kat accountable because she doesn't know the rules.
We'll do, 4 shots? I like shots. I'm not...
We'll count your shots as a beer in our world.
That's what I was thinking.
We'll give that 2 Tito's and a rum.
We'll throw some Fireball in there too. It'll be.
Oh, now we're talking. See,
well-rounded.
Yeah, we should have a Fireball episode. Yes.
Oh hell no! God no.
Should end it with a ring of fire.
I mean, I'll drink them, but like you're gonna see like.
You don't like them?
I have a touchscreen computer too, so that's gonna make it really interesting.
I have not talked about Wolverine's new claws. Someone asked, Chuckload of Comments asked in the chat if anyone's talked about Wolverine's new claws. I have not. Have you guys read Wolverine's? Have you seen the new claws? Do you know what
no
claws and effect is?
I mean, I'm a huge Wolverine fan, but I'm sitting in the back. I'm waiting for Wolverine to actually come back and have his own comic book. Because I don't want to buy like the 8 different series that they have going on right now. There's a comic book where Daredevil's trying to find Wolverine. There's like the X-Men's trying to find Wolverine. Everybody who is involved in Weapon X is trying to find Wolverine, and they have their own little series of trying to find Wolverine. And like, I don't want to collect 4 different series. Just give me back Wolverine, goddammit. Like,
yeah.
Like, please. You know how, like, it's so easy. I mean, they gave X-23. She just started her new book. X-23 #1 just came out. Now, all Marvel has to do is do Wolverine #1. Volume 800, whatever. But
they could have done the, Finding Laura saga.
Finding Logan.
Wait a second, she has been Wolverine, so therefore we found Laura and Wolverine. It's amazing. A really short storyline, I suppose, but you know how it goes. So speaking of Marvel, I'm going to talk about Marvel for a second. You guys can chime in. I am super excited for the new launch of, or the relaunch of What If storyline. I don't know if you guys have any feels on that.
Definitely always came up with some pretty interesting stories and some pretty great mashups. Like, what if Spider-Man married the Black Cat?
Yeah.
Or what if Elektra had never died?
Or what if Wolverine was a lady?
No, that happened.
No, but remember, there is a what if story from way back when, very reminiscent of X-23 before X-23 was a thing. But just saying, it's a thing. It exists.
Well, I think one of my favorite ones is they did a like, what if Jane Foster was Thor? It's just like, like I keep looking at that particular comic book, and I'm like, I wonder if they were just like, hey guys, what do we do with Thor? Let's sit around the table and talk about what we should do with Thor. And I'm like, did you just say what if? Like, it's just like, hey, what does this story do? You know?
Yeah, it's kind of. I think they're fun, but sometimes I wonder, like, I mean, I'd love to be in the little circle of powers that be when they come up with these things. Like sometimes it makes me wonder if they don't have these ideas, but they want to test the water with it before they just throw it out there. You know, like for example, was it Gwenpool? You know, they put this random picture cover as a variant cover of like a female Deadpool, and all of a sudden people are like, "That's amazing!" They're like, okay, well, let's go ahead and throw it in Howard the Duck. You know, like what is? I mean, I'm just curious how that. Like, I want to know the behind the scenes that goes into, like, you know, Jane Foster is going to be Thor, but they're like, that'll never fly. We'll just what if? And then, you know, you fast forward 10 years or 15 years, whatever it is, and all of a sudden they're like, we should make every character a lady. Like, yeah, we've already did that in these what if stories. We'll just rehash it a little bit. I don't know. Just some stuff. I ponder a lot. I'd be lying if I didn't say I think about comic books an unhealthy large amount of time. Like this thing, scenarios, you know? You're making me feel alone here, guys. Like I'm the only weirdo.
Well, I mean, you had a lot to say about this what ifs, you know, I just didn't want to interrupt.
Just letting you go.
But in the chat, they did say that apparently, I guess Wolverine has like fucking lightsaber claws now.
What?
Like what?
Shared continuity. Darth Vader's gonna come in.
He's like, Laura, I am your father.
I'm kind of your father, but me. Something along those lines.
A pretty good chance.
I think that's why Dakin is so like pissed off, because like he's a legitimate son of Logan, and like, but Wolverine has more affection towards like his clones.
that's a good father figure.
And you like yourself better than you like me. You're right, son.
Like,
Lord, yes.
You get into all these like weird things, like, hey Batman, why don't you just have your own son? You know, prior to obviously Damian. And he just collected orphans like they were like going out of style. You know, he's like,
get a new orphan.
A dysfunctional kid on the street. Welcome to the Batcave.
That's just, I can just imagine him be like, put this mask on. Like every kid that comes in, he's like, put this mask on.
You know, like I think with us, when Christian Bale took over as Batman, his voice became that. Like, you know, I mean, was Batman's voice always like that in your head? Like when you're reading comics when you're young? It sounded like that to me in my head. Like, I'm just like, oh, cool, it's Batman. It was never, hi, kids. Let's go to the party. Get in the bus.
Like, hey, man, I got a mask on. I can just talk in my regular damn voice. And fuck that.
Like, can you imagine if, like, Superman took that approach? You know, like, just...
That would be terrifying.
He's
His
like,
eyes just glow red. He's like, do you want to think about that again?
lying by your window tonight and took a peek. X-ray vision, baby. And Lois is like, you're kind of freaking me out, man. I don't think we can date anymore.
Can you put your glasses back on?
The guy at the office, Clark, he's kind of a cool guy. You, not so much. I don't know. It's just weird things like that. Like, that movie really, like, changed Batman for, I think, all of us in a way. Like, he had a voice. Like, I don't remember Michael Keaton sounding that way. I don't remember the other 85, nipple.
George Clooney.
George Clooney, nipple. Who else was it? It was Keaton, Clooney, Nipples, and who else?
Val Kilmer.
That was Nipples, wasn't it?
No, Val Kilmer, and then it was you just said his name.
George Clooney.
Oh.
Christian Bale.
No, not Christian Bale. It was fucking George Clooney.
Yeah.
Clooney was Nipples.
Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci is Batman. Alternate reality.
Put on the mask, kid. Just put it on.
Get over here, kid. Get over here, you motherfucker. I will break your hand in this door. He just goes around with a baseball bat.
That's not, you have to go to the baseball.
I want to like reenact that scene from Casino, but I realize it'll offend half the people in the world, so I probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah, but I want that scene as like Joe Pesci as Batman, like handing the bat to Robin, like telling him to have at it, get his revenge on the Joker.
That'd be awesome. Oh goodness, 22 people in the chat right now. Just so you guys are keeping tabs, keeping tally marks on your.
Yay!
Pope Service said, "Tell Batman to go home and get his shine box."
What we got here? Nothing going on in the chat. They're just having a good old time. Everyone's drinking, probably drunk. I love it. That's what we do. We
Probably.
encourage people's alcoholism.
Brandon admitted that George Clooney was a good Bruce Wayne. He said, "That's right. I said it."
Well, I mean, that's George Clooney is probably the closest actor. Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah, Pope decided he didn't like us anymore. So
He went bye-bye.
now the Katren and JV show. What's up?
Yeah.
Got a new co-host. This is awesome.
We're going to change it to vodka and comics.
My sister will probably want to join. She's always trying to get me to drink vodka. I did want to
marry
try.
her. Come on.
I don't think against it. I've been wanting to try what's called a Cape Cod. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds amazing, but when I started thinking about the ingredients, I realized it's cranberry juice and vodka. That probably isn't that great. But, whatever. I'll try it one of these days. My sister just stopped by before the show, actually, and she's like, "So, looking at your days off, when's a good night to get drunk?" I'm like, "Gee." Next weekend? I don't know. I'm down for whatever.
Oh, God.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
What is it? I had a bartender make me a drink that was called a juicy juice. And it was grape vodka, raspberry vodka, just shit ton of vodka. Tasted exactly like a juicy juice.
Oh,
Five of them later, I'm getting walked out of the bar.
Mark is like looking for you. It was like, she's gone. Where did she go? This would be right back. She was going to get some juice. Oh my gosh. Mr. White Gloves in the house. We got Tacoma Comics.
Hi, you're back.
You're like Santa. You just pop in whenever you want and freak people out. Maybe that was my childhood. Whatever.
Hey, Mr. White. Mr. White Gloves is in the chat.
Last page. Hey, Coffee beer aged in bourbon barrels. Tacoma Comics bringing us some good shit tonight. Hey, we got Comics Miss Explained. What's up, man?
I'm just gonna pretend that I left to go get Tacoma Comics.
Hey, that works. You missed the juicy juice while you were gone, so whatever. I swear to you, one episode I'm gonna have juicy juice on here just for you. It'll be a tribute. It'll be my tribute episode.
Tribute us.
Oh my goodness.
It's
So
going to be this much vodka and this much juice.
and this much vodka.
Just enough to color it. It's fine.
What's up, homies? Roman Curtis. We got everyone. We got everyone tonight. We got the whole thing. Who's the hot chick in the sunglasses? That's
How you doing?
He's been drinking for
She's
sure.
the bearded lady.
But
She is beautiful.
I picked her up at the circus. It's pretty cool. She was cheap.
How you doing, Tacoma? What's up?
Oh my gosh. So, other exciting news would be for me. We have to talk about a little bit about Grant Morrison going to the Green Lantern. That's exciting.
Oh, hell yes.
Yes.
That's a long time coming.
I mean, that dude, like seriously, if you could pick one writer in the whole history of writers and comics to have a drink with, I think it would be a toss-up for me between Grant Morrison and Mark Millar, personally. Like, those are the two of the craziest dudes I could think of. And I think that would be interesting to have a beverage of adult variety with.
I'd like to get drunk with Neil Gaiman. I think Neil Gaiman would be a cool guy to get drunk with.
I think that you would be so scarred and you would have nightmares for the rest of your life that you would regret that decision.
I'm thinking James Stowe
James Stowe?
from Orkstein.
Huh?
From Orkstein.
Orkstein?
Aliens Dead Orbit.
Yeah.
No.
That was my screen door, don't worry.
He did an entire comic called Orkstein that started from an argument over whether or not orcs are evil or if they're just stupid.
Interesting. I'm going to write this down because I'm actually going to research it.
The art's amazing, honestly.
Orc stain, like a
Orc
stain
stain.
from drinking too much? Okay.
Yeah.
Want to clarify.
No, but the art's amazing, honestly.
Well, I'll definitely check it out because I know this is kind of old hash, but I'm a huge fantasy fan, like elves and
I don't believe it.
elves. And turns out if you do certain Kickstarters and don't pay attention, you also come home with porno elves. So, whatever. That's been brought up too many times to recount at this point, but it is a thing, and I do have it on my shelf away from the children.
Out of reach.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you can imagine coming home one day and the kids being like, "Daddy, explain page 7 to me." No, I cannot explain page 7. But here's a red tube channel that will. Just kidding. Not until they're at least 18. I mean, come on.
I'm so happy I just have fur babies.
Exactly. I'm telling you, count your blessings. So here we go. Some people got some stuff in the chat. Splash Raid Comics said he would like to have whiskey with Wally Wood.
Okay.
The Great Legend says drunk with Ditko.
Steranko for Hazel Dan.
I think Pope C said Hickman would be his choice.
Garth Ennis. That would be a good one too. See, something about those British guys or English guys that I'm a little bit fanciful. Poor Man's Comics said he just picked up Orkstein #1 because of your recommendation.
Yes.
So I'm definitely gonna have to seek this out. Alan Moore. So I think Alan Moore would be either like an extremely angry drunk, or he might just like lighten up and be like this super
him as,
guy.
like in the Wizard magazines. I'm like, I think that guy hates us.
Oh, exactly. Like literally, like I mean, that was my exposure to Alan Moore, was obviously Wizard as well. And I'm thinking, this dude hates everything that's ever been touched of his, like of his work. If anyone else touched it, he's just like, it's rubbish.
Tacoma, you just read Ennis the Pro. Okay. Right after this, you need to look up a YouTube video, which is an animated short of the Pro.
Really?
It's amazing. It's amazing.
I'll have to check it out. I remember that because that was the superhero prostitute lady, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember that Garth Ennis was like the hot.
Love it.
Yeah, it was. He made that dude does some crazy shit too. I got to rethink this now. Now I'm gonna think about it while I drink. Who I would drink with? Dead Orbit. Is that something you read?
Alien Dead Orbit. James Stowe did everything for that.
And someone just said Elf Quest, and my heart just fluttered. You know, we should get Alan Moore on here sometime.
I'll be in the chat. I'm gonna be safe in the chat.
I'll just be like, you know, I really enjoyed when they did the movie adaptation of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I thought it was top notch.
He's gonna throw his computer.
Yeah, he probably will. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. Like, if I ever get the opportunity to have a time machine and just travel around and have drinks with old comic writers and creators and such, we'll make that into a show when the time comes. Yeah, see what I did there. All right, so what else we have going on tonight? We talked about nothing because we brought up Morris and then we got into drinking.
I think it's a giveaway time.
You think it's a giveaway time?
Yeah.
I wish I could give away. I gotta look at my FedEx account and see how much it is to ship beer. I'm gonna start giving away beer to miners.
To miners.
Like the people that work in mines. Duh. Oh man.
You gotta think about the coal miners.
There was a coal mine by my house, but it's shut down now. I should go exploring.
Bring a canary.
Don't they keep you alive?
No, but it'll die first and tell you to get out.
Sacrificial lamb, I like it. Sorry, little bird. You just saved my life. Is that why the Black Canary was named the Black Canary? She died so Batman could be saved?
Oh. It just got dark here.
Always getting dark.
I don't like you anymore.
Brandon Sawinski said he's a cop. Well, good luck checking out my address, sir. Good luck to see what miner I'm sending those illegal beers to. It's not that hard, man. You're a public YouTube channel. We'll find you. What are you giving away tonight, Mr. Popester? Popey Popester. Popey Popester. Have a good night, Poor Man's Comics. Thanks for coming by. Good luck at work.
Night.
Oh, man. What was your favorite news so far out of San Diego?
Okay. I would definitely have to say I was super excited with all of the images we got from Aquaman.
Yeah, that was some really cool stuff.
I love the sea dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Lost it over that.
And
I was super jealous of the Halloween poster, the Bill Sinkovich. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen that one.
It's amazing.
I'll have to go check it out afterwards.
I think there's like 2 of them listed on eBay right now.
For
and one of them's like a local pickup. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm not driving out there.
California for a poster?
No, like Texas or something.
Oh. Well, even better.
Yeah.
I can pick it up for you.
It doesn't help me.
I'll mail it to you.
Uh,
Let's see.
for $5,000.
Right.
I will hold it hostage.
What are you giving away, sir? Besides your good looks and charm. I think
Hello?
he went silent on us.
Hello?
Paul,
Are you there?
come back to us. Don't go to the light. Don't go to the light. Or if you do, see if they have cool free stuff.
Did we lose him?
Probably. He likes to freeze a lot. So you were
I
talking.
see that.
You hold the
Oh, okay, he's back.
world one of the Matina the
Pretty sure he's hanging out with Jason Smith again. So sorry, Jason, you have company. His name is Pope G. So Bill came. Hey,
Hi!
hey, you're still on.
We missed all of that.
because I was sitting there talking
Under the desk.
and I looked, you were taking a drink out of your Tito's lemonade and you were just like,
Yeah.
I was like, you guys not gonna say anything? And the JP was just like, it's like, okay.
And we were talking.
So I got
30.
the Project Superpowers.
Okay.
That's what you're giving away.
Yeah, and this will be. I'll give away the Flash.
Matina!
Is that double Matina? Is that what just happened? You got D.
Matina on top of Matina.
Say double? 'Cause I'm gonna give the Squad 44 too.
And throw more Matina on it.
Dang.
The triple Matina.
I feel like that should be a wrestling move as much as you guys talk about wrestling.
It can be.
Count my
Sure.
screen. So what do you want to do tonight, sir? What's your plan?
That's a dangerous question.
It's all good with me, brother. I got nothing but time.
Ain't nothing but time.
A Martina sandwich. I think you meant Matina sandwich, but that works. Spidey fan says the Halloween poster is free.
If it's free, hook me up.
How do we not have any friends in the
I'll
damn?
pay shipping.
We gotta have someone in San Diego that can get us some cool stuff. Like, I don't know, the Tarna Pop would be great.
Yeah, right? Or, Killer Moth. It's Walmart exclusive. Never going to get that.
You don't have,
Close.
What?
you don't have Walmart?
No, we have Walmart, but, those never hit stores.
Oh.
It's going to be online. It's going to sell out. Then I'm going to have to deal with some idiot with a smashed box on eBay.
Fair enough. I like what you're thinking. Sounds very dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Someone wants to know if Pope is giving away your sunglasses.
No.
No.
Maybe. But these bad boys, you know what? I'll throw these sunglasses in there with the triple Matina, the Matina sandwich.
The Matina on top of Matina with a side of Matina.
With the side of Matina.
Besides the important part.
Some shades to block all the sweet Matina action that's in that box.
Yeah. You got to shield yourself from the Matina goodness.
Being blinded by the beauty.
Jack Yo was in the chat. What's up, man? You know what's going to happen? Whoever wins those sunglasses, they're going to be in the next Legend auction.
Official Pope Grimy sunglasses.
Yep. I have like an infomercial. Are you here for prime time with grime time? You can't get it done without these shades.
Oh my god.
See, Woodard put a bit
He
in.
runs one. One?
They got to at least start at $10, man.
I'll say down.
One doll hair.
With $5 media mail.
At least give me like $1.25 something, you know?
So what can I do to help you with your giveaway? You want me to be the You want me to roll some dice? You want me to have Cat
Whatever
do
you
it
want to
instead?
do. I literally have no way of how I want to give these away.
You have no way. There's always a way.
Roll the dice, JP. Roll the dice.
All right, so there's 23 viewers right now, including myself, so 22. One doll hair.
Yes.
8.
One doll hair sold.
One doll here.
Well, let me go do some.
Make it at least 12 doll hairs.
Let me find some. What's it called? What's that thing called? Randomizer.
I don't know. Take a drink.
Jason Smith, roll the dice.
Ooh, I'm gonna do the wheel. I haven't done a wheel before. It's called
Ooh,
Wheel
we-
Side. That's hilarious. Oh, stop! I need to modify the wheel. Now I can't see the chat.
Uncanny Kyle Waka is in the chat.
Waka.
Hello, Prince of Wakanda.
Kyle. Damn it, Jim. You guys keep talking. This is gonna take me a few moments for sure. You guys talking about something cool, like I don't know, whatever you want to talk
Like this pop figure?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good starting point.
Yeah.
Very awesome.
I took off work this morning to get that baby.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
I didn't lie and say I had a doctor's appointment at all.
That's right. No one at work has your YouTube channel, I hope.
No.
Good deal. So what was it exclusive to?
So technically he was with GameStop, but I got him at ThinkGeek because ThinkGeek is the sister company.
Oh, okay.
And ThinkGeek opened up way earlier than GameStop.
Well, maybe I'll go by my local rundown GameStop here and see if they have any left.
Yeah, those were going really quick.
I live in a town so small, but we do have a GameStop.
You're gonna allow me to say just how small
okay.
is it?
you have 2 horses, a gas station, and a GameStop.
Yes, and no regrets. It's like, so you're saying someone in this town has a video game system. Thank you. You narrowed it down. All right. This is going to take me a few minutes. I have to do this old school since I'm, rocking.
What book you looking for at Walmart? I got you.
34.55 and Mega Ball 17.
What?
I think he was trying to super win the.
Are those your
Latina-
lottery numbers or something?
Oh, I think they did. Oh, man. So, I'll try and multitask here. So you got posters that you like from San Diego. Do you see anything from the news? What was your favorite thing from the news so far from San Diego? Mr. Pope?
One.
So go ahead, Katren.
I thought the virtual tour that they were doing of DC Universe looked cool.
Interesting.
Did you see that?
I haven't yet. The only thing I watched live today was an interview with Matthew Rosenberg.
Okay. But yeah, they had it to where you could actually look into everything from Black Manta's costume for the new movie to, Lego World and everything for the DC streaming service as a whole. So, looked cool.
I'm really excited about the streaming service now that I know we mentioned it earlier, but I really am. That's one of the things, that's my favorite thing so far. Not that was necessarily news, but I'm excited because I definitely want to partake in that little gem. Yeah.
Jam. The
You're
jam.
getting my money.
Yeah, they're going to take all our money. Netflix going to be like, man, we should have thought of this. Should all those Marvel shows.
Oh,
Netflix should have brought back Young Justice.
No kidding. You know what? No kidding.
I was thinking that for the longest time. I was like, I said that to my wife one time. I was like, you don't bring back Young Justice. They're in some shit. I remember actually saying, I was like, man, I was like, they got 2 months, and then I'm gonna say F you next. Give me some damn Young Justice.
Young Justice. I'm a big, Marvel's or Masters of the Universe fan, and they're launching a new She-Ra animated series in the fall. Yeah, we saw some of the artwork.
Yeah.
With the collective, oh, son of a bitch.
I'm not a fan.
No, and
I don't like it.
I want to know how much of it is real or how much it is like like some of the stuff I honestly thought was like fan art. Like, hey, went ahead and made a drawing of my favorite She-Ra pose, and they're like, Entertainment Weekly exclusive. I'm like, no, come on, guys, really? Like, I'm pretty sure my 9-year-old was working on that this morning. How did you guys get it so fast? But yeah, I'm a little disappointed with that. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, man?
I love the fact that the original announcement that they were doing it, they used the OG art for it.
Yes.
But then they released the art for the new one. I'm like, how do these two? They don't go together.
Nothing freaking alike.
Also, she's not even a princess in this.
Yeah, that's what I heard as well. I don't know. I was in this mode because I've been watching all those Netflix, the Toys That Made Us episodes. You ever watch these things?
Yep.
Never gonna let it go.
Huh?
What did you wrong?
I think I drove Mark nuts because I watched the Hulu documentary on Barbie.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I sort of watched the Toys That Made Us episode, or I might have skipped it.
Barbie's badass, though.
I did watch the Hello Kitty one.
You watch the Hello Kitty one, but you're too cool for Barbie.
I didn't say it was too cool. I just haven't. It wasn't priority. It was just, I don't know, super interesting. Like, all that stuff is interesting to me. Like, I love the concept people, like someone just, like, the names they came up for the He-Man characters, they're like literally just fucking around, and they're like, Stinkor, yeah, let's go with that, and it stuck. Like, they actually went with that. I don't know, it just cracked me up. So, almost done here. You guys keep doing what you're doing.
Funny shit about the whole He-Man crap, though, is just like, it like literally meant like whatever name they gave him. Like when you got that fucking toy, like that's what it did. Like Stinkor, like he fucking stunk. Like he was like they put some sort of smell on him that are like, like you open up the look, Mom, I got this new like.
Get it out of my face!
What the hell? Like, come on, guys! Like, we named him Stinkor. The best part inks.
I had like the little Buzz guy, the little bumblebee looking guy, Buzz Off or whatever his name was. And I mean, I can remember on the playground, and I'd be playing with him in the pool, and these girls and stuff, and I'm like, hey, and they're like, what's that toy's name? Like Buzz Off. They're like, well, why don't you buzz off? And I was like, ah, you guys are dicks. Cool. Oh, the good memories I have of such a pleasant childhood. All right, I think I got everyone listed. So, I mean, not listed. I have everyone written down. Oh my gosh. I need to get a new chair someday. Something comfy like a throne.
Like an iron throne?
I don't know. Maybe.
You could be able to rule 7 kingdoms.
I would. I would rule the shit.
7, JP.
Like, why is everyone's major food source Pop-Tarts? Because I rule the kingdoms. And, stuff like that. I have a cool commission that has the has the Iron Throne in it.
Okay.
I have to get it framed. I'm gonna work on the frame tomorrow, I think. It was a local artist in Seattle, and she did amazing. Like, I show it off when I can, but it's like, it's huge. It's like 19 by 24.
I love that you're showing off your arms and they're completely
Yeah.
out of focus.
Well, it gives you an idea of how big it is, all right? It's super huge. You can't even put it.
It's this big.
Some of the guys on here have seen it in private settings. It doesn't sound creepy or ominous.
No, this is crazy. I mean, like they're talking about this in the chat. They're talking about Silverhawks.
Yeah.
So I was at a local comic book shop today, and like the leader of the Silverhawks, he had his figurine, and like not even in a package, was for $400.
Did you punch him in the throat?
No,
Oh. You just gave him your money and left?
no,
Then you're what's wrong with the hobby, sir. People like you is what's wrong with the hobby.
I'm a horrible person. Well, I told you, like, you know, well, you know, like the man let me hold on to like that 9.7 Incredible Hulk 181, and like I literally turned and looked at the door. I was like, man, I could run right now.
Run,
Never.
run away. Sorry. I have a song for every occasion. But you know that already.
That's what I love about you, JP.
That's
Oh,
it? That's the only thing you love about me? Drink more.
If you're gonna say that, then yes. I'm only here for the songs.
Oh my gosh. What else came out? Let's see. Look at my list here so we can keep the Three Jokers. Let's talk about Three Jokers.
Yes.
You guys like that?
The Three Jokers.
So
Jeff
what-
John.
I know we were talking before the show started, but I wasn't kidding. I did actually send a message on Twitter to Jeff Johns for him to come on the show and explain the Three Jokers. I'm sure we'll never hear back from that guy. No. Comics
Like,
and
you
Cold.
tell us now, damn it. And you tell us the truth.
You tell us the damn truth, Mr. Johns.
Why is it Black Label?
Yeah, I mean, does that mean that? I mean, does Black Label mean that it's gonna like be more adult? Is that the idea behind Black
I've
Label?
heard that, and I've also heard that it's like not necessarily in continuity, but I've heard that the Three Jokers is continuity, so
That's exactly very.
I don't know.
No, that's what I was like. That's from my understanding. That's what they were going to go with, because they were going to like promise us that they were going to tell us the identity of the Joker, and then they split it off. I guess it's three different Jokers. There's already been a lot of rumors like in the community about like these Jokers are probably going to be from like different realities. That they all now crossed over to, I guess, whatever DC reality we're in now. I guess it's the 52 or the. I have no idea what the DC universe is like rolling in. So,
It's
like,
Rebirth.
whatever.
It's whatever, as long as it's cool.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Kat, I'm gonna have you pick. Well, how many times you want me to spin this magic wheel?
Okay. My lucky number's 5, so let's go with 5.
That is the weirdest lucky number I've ever heard. We'll do it, right? 1.
Well, I think it's funny because you said that's the weirdest lucky number, but she's gonna slap you across the face, and then it's gonna be like 5 fingers.
Oh, I got it.
Bright red.
Stand down. I totally get
Is
it.
it 3 jokers, 2 popes, and a Katren in a pear tree?
Did you say tree?
4. Okay, here we go. This is for the prize, which has taken so long I completely forgot what it is already. The winner.
It's Martina on top of Martina.
Chuckload of comics. Come on down.
Come on down, Chuckload.
Chuckload of comics. Probably not in the chat no more, but you will be a winner tonight. Tonight. Whoa. I like that background music. All right, so Chuckload, if you're watching, send Pope a message that says, "Give me your shit."
No, tell him you would like the Martina special.
Call me. and ask for a Tina special right now. Right now, only $9.99.99.
That's really expensive. And a lot of nines. So I'm going to talk next about a second book that I read this week was The Magic Order, #1. Yes, I finally got around to reading this Mark Millar, Olivier Copier. I don't know how you say his name, but that's how I say it in my head. Artwork, and holy nachos, was this a good time? I really enjoyed this book. Like truly, it was like everything I wanted it to be. So I'm very excited. I know #2 is out now, and I'll get that probably next week. So I can't wait to read that. Have you already read this one?
I've read the first one. I have the second one. I haven't had the chance to read it yet, though.
What did you think of the first one?
I liked it. I thought it really set up that whole ominous kind of shadow crew that are attacking the wizards or whatever.
Yeah, it makes you. I mean, using kids as killers, man, that's creepy as fuck. I don't care who you are.
Especially you're killing your entire family.
Yeah, like, I mean, I don't know what the aftermath looks like for that kid. Like, does he know he did it, or he's just, sorry about your bad luck there, Mom and Pa. I stabbed you to death. Going back to my Cheerios.
That's therapy.
Yeah, nothing a little beer won't fix, I promise you. I promise. Anyways, I enjoyed the heck out of this book, and I don't know where a Mr. Symbol of Death there went, but, you know, I don't know if you read it or not, but I did. So, you need issue #2 with the bad guy on it. I don't know what issue I have or what cover I have. I just know I'm really looking forward to. Sorry, someone said in the chat, accepting the award for Chuck tonight is. It's freaking awesome. But yeah, I can't wait to read #2. And, you know, I'm a big Mark Millar fan anyways, like when he does stuff on time. You know, I grew up in my early days of comics, you know, the Top Cow stuff he did, like Wanted and things of that nature. Hope, did you read The Magic Order #1?
I have not had a chance to do so.
Oh, break your legs.
Break my legs, sir. Please.
Well, anyways, I give this wonderful little book here. I'm going to go ahead and get this 4 beers and a shot of Tito's vodka in honor of Katren.
Yeah.
With a lemonade chaser. Oh, man. So, I know you read another book you want to talk about tonight, Miss Katren.
Yeah. So, this technically came out last week.
It's all good. I'm like 3 weeks behind.
But Ruin World, #1. I'm definitely going through cuteness withdrawals since I Hate Fairyland is basically over, you know. But this really had a Scotty Young feel to it. So Pogo and Rex are our main 2 characters. They're a fox and a pig. And they're going through ruins looking for things of value, treasure, enchanted weapons, what have you. And it gets crazy really quickly.
So, would you say it's like an all ages book?
Yeah, I would definitely, like, I've got nieces.
Sure.
So I would definitely say that I could read this to them and not be concerned.
Well, I have 38 kids, so, you know, I like to branch out their little worlds with different things besides superheroes sometimes, you know. As long as they're reading.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you read it to Miss Mayhem?
No, she'd probably shred it.
Like, how dare you pay attention to something else but me?
She'd probably sit on the comic and start to claw at it.
What was the name of that book again?
Ruin World.
Ruin World.
Yeah. It's part 1 of 5. and it's from I think it's from Kaboom.
Oh, okay. Kaboom! Boom!
But yeah, definitely a solid read. I would say I'd say two very strong drinks of vodka. Tall glasses.
But she's like, it's got to be something good because like she just pushed the shots out of the way and was just like two
Tall glasses.
a bottle, like a half a bottle of Tito's.
We're talking about just juice to color it at the very top.
A splash of color.
Like just put
I
Tito
really
on the
love the
bottle.
art in this.
Well, it looks really cute is what I was asking because
Yeah.
for me as a parent, I'm always trying to get something comic book related in my kids' lives. Like, I can tell you how many Teen Titan Go, comics we've gone through over the years. But, just in general, I want something, doesn't always have to be superhero related, but something fun. Like I grew up with like Calvin and Hobbes or Hobbes or however you want to say it. I'll argue with it till I'm dead because I don't know. To me, it's Calvin and Hobbes, but whatever. And that was always like a fun adventure story. And I think that looks very similar. That kind of was like just what you were showing off air and on air. That it was like very similar to an adventure story. I mean, come on, they're like the Laura Croft of Animal World.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to go through here really quick and see if I missed something because sometimes the chat goes way too fast when you've been drinking.
5 juicy juices.
What is the
You weren't-
JIM 108? What am I missing here? From Mr. Silver Age Dave.
I'm not seeing that.
I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at this battle in the sky named Hi, I'm Mike Hawk. And I don't have enough. Like Jason really wants that guy blocked so bad.
What? Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, do we need Christian Bale voice?
Gang.
I'm not asking you to get banned. Am I, Jason? Christ, leave me alone, Jason. Put the mask on.
Oh my gosh. You get a comment on a comment, he said. Oh, sorry. I missed it. Oh. My bad. I just want to make sure I'm not ignoring anyone. Tacoma Comics wants to know, hey, Kat, what exactly is lemonade? I love it. Tacoma Comics, man, someday you're going to have to be on this show with us because I have a feeling you, sir, partake in very similar ideas.
He's got the feeling.
Okay, so we went through, what do we got? Most of my list. Yeah, we went through all of my lists tonight, so that's a first. That's bringing the Katren magic with us tonight. We got through all of it.
Yeah.
Now it's open season, so whatever you guys want to talk about, we are good to go. Mike Hawk is an alias for Christian Bale.
I just like doing the Christian Bale voice for like, hi, I'm Mike. What are you laughing at, you pirate prick?
Who's a pirate prick?
I don't know. Probably me because I was laughing.
Oh. That's weird. Who knows?
Maybe give us our first thumbs down for the night.
Yeah. It's not a good night if we don't get one, that's for sure. I don't even... So Kelly Sue on Aquaman he wants to talk about would be Tacoma Comics. Are you guys a big... is it Kelly Sue DeCormick? Is that her name? Right?
That's what I was thinking.
The other half of... Was it Matt Fraction?
Yeah, they're the diffractions.
The Fractions?
Yeah, she's AKA the Mama Shark.
Oh my gosh.
No, she has like a whole thing of, well, I say she, but it's like they have a thing called what is it, Milk Fed Criminals, and like you can go to that site and they'll give you like they'll send you like emails about like different kind of books that are coming out that they're doing, and also they also give you like pointers like as far as like if you like to write. I know that Kelly Sue DeComic does like she's really huge on like bulletins. So she keeps journals with like bulletins, like little bullets.
Bullet points.
Yeah. But I follow her on Instagram, but she has a thing called hold on. I think she just sent me it's called Bitches Get Shit Done. And like every once in a while she'll send out like a what it is, it's basically just like a inspiration, like a motivation to go out and like do stuff. And today she said in a board meeting for one of the nonprofits I serve, was struck by the use of the word fruitful, meditating on which of my efforts bear fruit. So that's like you get these like Zen things that you can ponder on throughout the day, but they're all like self-motivational stuff.
Well, I'm just going to go on a limb here and say with 7 kids, I think we know how I bear fruit.
I'm sorry, I kind of stopped listening after Mama Shark because the song got stuck in my head. Yes, yes, Mama Shark. I just kept going. I'm sorry.
Mama Shark, baby Shark.
Papa Shark.
Yeah, you're welcome. Sorry, Pope. Welcome.
Yeah, it's my niece's favorite thing in the entire world. She's 2.
My kid watches it religiously, so
yeah, that's in your mind. So Tacoma says it's called Milk-Fed Criminal Masterminds.
Yes. I think Tacoma was kicking my ass. He's like, that's not what it's called, you drunk bastard.
Yeah, you said, bitch, get it right, or get off the show.
Oh, bullet journals, you son of a bitch.
Well, I had an interesting conversation with Cullen Bunn this week, so he's an interesting.
How'd it go?
Oh, good. He's just it's interesting some of the behind the scenes stuff that's coming out that he's wants to be attached to but isn't, and I mean it's really hard to say. I have to get him on here and he can talk about it in his own words, but just Marvel and they're kind of like, I'm guessing he didn't use, these aren't his words, these are mine, but I would say that Marvel's very hard to deal with from a writer standpoint. Very I don't know, just seem like they're very controlling. So Tacoma says he's just a Kelly Sue and Matt fanboy. They have good stuff, man. I mean, every chance I get, if I get to read something new, so So, Sex Criminals, I read a few of those issues. Definitely weird, different, different concept.
Well, one of my favorite Image books is Pretty Deadly that Kelly did.
Oh, sure, I didn't realize it was her.
With Emma Rios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked
I
up.
love.
So I got this book today. I'm going to show this because it's really funny, and I love these guys. Obviously, this is in the pack from Hazel Dan today. This is a
there you go.
Duranko cover, and it says it's Uncanny Avengers number 11, Duranko variant, because he's the fucking man. It just cracks me up because they leave little notes, and I love the little personalized notes that they put on the back of each one of these books. And that one made me laugh out loud because Duranko, he was the man, wasn't he? Or is the man? Is he still the man? He's the man today.
He's still the man.
So what other book did you read? Did you talk about the superpower book you were going to talk about, or you just give it away?
I mean, I could talk about it. Hold on.
Well, you read it, did you not?
Yeah, I did read it.
You did?
But I mean, I was just like things that, like, you know, even if someone doesn't have a lot of money, they can pay for fits. It's the project superpowers.
So our next auction, we're going to talk about.
It's only 10. But jumpstart. What's that?
You're cutting out really bad. I was just being facetious. I was talking about media mail. Because your internet reminds me of something I've seen before.
Okay.
Hope I hear you calling, but I can't come home right now.
That's my favorite song.
Are you a Kiss fan?
No, I'm actually not a Kiss fan.
Me either, but I have that song stuck in my head for some reason at that moment. So you read the superpower book with the cover by Matina.
Basically, I just wanted to show it off because it was just, you know, if someone wanted to collect Matina, it was like just a 10-cent cover. And I mean, it's pretty interesting though. I mean, it gives you like a quick overlay of like what all the different heroes in it.
I'm pretty sure I pre-ordered it because of the Matina cover, and then there was a whole bunch of other variant covers that it came with this time. Like I'm pretty sure there was like up to letter F in variants.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, like there was a shit ton of variants with a bunch of various artists. Cat's yawning. That's not a good sign.
Sorry.
Had coffee, damn.
Matina is starting to kick in.
The Matina's starting to kick in.
Pope Cerebus says that, yo, Pope, your AOL dial-up is weak.
Read it. I fucking read it.
Oh, my gosh. Silver Age Dave, thank you for stopping in, sir. It's always good to have you in the chat.
Night, Silver.
I'm too busy drinking to care about that.
You're too what? Like I heard you're too Caribbean to worry about that. So
he's drinking like a fish.
I'm too Caribbean for that, boys. So
Birds of the Caribbean to give a fuck.
Appreciate all the love in the chat tonight. So that's pretty much it as far as what I wanted to talk about tonight. The books I read, the books you guys read. You know, next week we will not be on Thursday night next week due to my work schedule. So maybe we'll pick a different night, maybe Tuesday or Friday. We'll have to hash it out with Pope's Life.
No.
Say what?
No.
No?
No, my cat's probably gonna jump me here in a second.
If you just knock it across the room, we don't even care. I won't even judge you.
Stop.
That's a bad kitty.
Midnighter, he's my troublemaker.
So yeah, next week we should be on a different day, or maybe we'll skip a week. I'm not really sure. My work schedule now is every other week, so it kind of throws a wrench into our plans. But such is life. So yeah, otherwise, I mean, I want to say personally, thank you so much, Katren, for coming on with us. I know it was kind of a random request, but
thank you for having me. I had fun.
Glad you did. I'm glad you glad you got yourself some Tito's.
It's okay. I've only got to be up in a couple hours. It's good.
You'll be fine. They'll love you tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
You got your pop fig.
Yeah. I'll just wear sunglasses, you know.
It works for it. Works for
it's an allergic reaction. It's fine. It's fine.
We want to have an after show. Absolutely, I'll put the link in the chat here in a few minutes. We'll have a little after show if anyone wants to join. But I appreciate everyone for coming out as always. Thursday night, it's fun to hang out with everyone and talk comics and drink beers, or drink comics and talk beers, whatever. But yeah, I will get that in the chat. You guys want to say your piece? Go right ahead.
Well, I want to say thank you, Katren, for joining us. It's been an awesome pleasure. I always love people in the comic book community, and I've always seen you in the chat, so it's really cool to see a face with the comments. And this comic book community is awesome. I want to thank all of you guys for supporting us. And party on, Wayne. That's all I got. Cheers.
Okay, well, thank you for having me on. I'm constantly watching on the rewind, it seems, just because, for having me on. Super late, for me anyway. But really enjoyed it. I had a blast. Honestly, thank you guys. Thank you to everyone in the chat. It was a lot of fun being here. A lot of fun, drinking my drink. Lemonade's been gone for a while now.
It's all gone.
It got refilled to just vodka a while back, All good.
The lemonade.
Love it.
Like I'm forgetting something. Oh, fuck it.
Like halfway through, Mark just asked me, he's like, you want a refill? I came back for this bowl. Just Tito's. Yeah, whatever.
He'll thank us later.
I have to ask, were you laughing because JP was doing this?
Whatever, you jerk.
I'm sorry, you're lagging.
I was looking for something. I was looking for your soul, boy.
You'll never find it because I don't have one.
All right. Thank you guys again. Appreciate it. Have fun. Take care. Be safe. Enjoy this week's comics. We'll see you next week-ish.
Shark titties.
Shark titties for life.
I'm
Bye-bye.
not gonna say that because I don't think we talked about it during the whole show.
Have a good night, guys. Bye.
Bye.